When discussing linear functions, the most important concept within linear functions is understanding the concept of the slope. The slope of a function, of a linear function, is determined by calculating the rise over the run, meaning the change in the y variable between 2 points and the change in the x variable between 2 points. The rise being the y variable, the run being the x variable. Now, of course, within that, you have the possibility of positive or negative slopes. When you have a positive slope, the rise or the change in the y coordinate is positive, meaning it is increasing. When you have a negative slope, the change in the y coordinate is negative. And you can see below different applications of linear functions where they might talk about the slope of a ramp, or the pitch of a roof, or the grade of a road. Now, slope is often referred to also as the gradient. So that's interesting that that third example, the grade of a road, we often refer to slope as the gradient of a line as well. So as stated on the previous slide, the slope of a non-vertical line that passes through 2 points A and B can be calculated by taking the second y variable minus the first y variable divided by the second x coordinate minus the first x coordinate. Now, of course, there are some unique cases, one of which being that a vertical line has a slope that is not defined. You'll see below the way that slope is calculated. Again, we base y1 and y2 and x1 and x2 as we go from left to right in many cases. But you can do them in whichever order you see fit. So you'll note here that P1 has the coordinates 2 and -3, and P2 has the coordinates -4 and 1. So they take the second y coordinate 1 minus -3 and divide it by the second coordinate in P2, -4, minus the first y coordinate or first x coordinate 2, giving you a slope of 4 over -6, which simplifies to -2/3. And we'll look at some more examples later on in this presentation. So there are 4 different scenarios for the slope of a line. The two that you've already been introduced to are positive slopes and negative slopes. The two that have not been mentioned, you can see visually, zero slope, which is a horizontal flat line, or no slope, which is simply a vertical line. And you'll see the function equivalent, you'll see it written in equation form in the coming examples. So as stated, you saw the last 2 examples. One was a vertical line and one was a horizontal line. A vertical line that goes through whatever 2 points has the equation x equals whatever the x coordinate is. So if a vertical line goes through the point that you see below, if it goes through the points 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 6, you'll notice the x coordinate is always 2. So the equation of the vertical line is x equals 2. And again, the slope is undefined. It does not exist. Whereas you look at a horizontal line, the y coordinate does not change for any given point, no matter what the x value is. So the horizontal line has equation y equals 6 in that second example. And the slope of that line is 0.